Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How's life? Nice to meet you again, guys. Here, now I'm standing in front of you. That means we will continue about our economic subject. In the previous lesson, we have been learned about the bank, and today we will learn about monetary policy. But before we start the lesson, uh, we have to pray first to the God. Okay, enough. First, I want to review a little bit about our previous lesson. It's about the bank. The first, what is the meaning of the bank? And the second, what is the function of the bank? So, if you know something about it, anybody, raise your hand and make the answer. Okay, if there is nobody know, I will explain to you again. The first, what is the meaning of the bank? The bank is the business entity that collect funding from the community in the deposit form and then distribute it again to the public in the loan form. And the second answer about what is the function of the bank. Function of the bank is to collect money and then distribute money and then give the money services to the public, such as transfer payment, electrical bill, electrical payment, or telephone payment, and others. So I hope you remember this thing, guys. Okay, now we get into today chapter is about monetary policy. At least we will learn about two things today in this lesson. The first is what is the meaning of the monetary policy. The second is what kind of monetary policy. Okay, the first, this is the what is the meaning of the monetary policy. The monetary policy is the government policy to control the flow or to control the money supply in the country with increase or decrease money supply. And the second, what kind of the monetary policy. At least there is 6 monetary policy taken by the government. The first is expansive policy. Second is contractive policy. The third is open market operation. The fourth is discount rate. The fifth is moral persuasion. And the last, the sixth, is reserve requirement ratio. I will explain to you one by one. The first, expansive policy. This is the government policy about monetary to control the money with increased money supply. The second is contractive policy. This is monetary policy taken by the government with decrease the money supply in the public. And the third is open market operation. This is taken by the government to control the money supply with selling or buying government securities. And the fourth is discount rate. This is the policy also to control the money supply in the public will increase or decrease the bank interest. And then fifth, yes, and then fifth is moral persuasion. This is taken by the government also to control the money, that to persuasive the people to hold or to release their money in the bank. Okay, the sixth is the last kind of monetary policy. This is reserve requirement ratio. This is also monetary policy taken by the government to control the money supply in the country, in Indonesia, which is the government hold the bank requirement in the central bank of Indonesia. So this is sixth kind of monetary policy. I hope you all in the class can get the point about our lesson today. So before I close this class, I want to make sure that all of you get the point to give you an evaluation. After this, I will give you 5 questions in the paper. This is task for you. You have to answer 5 questions in 5 minutes. So if you have done to answer this question, you have to collect the answer above my table here. So that's all for today. I hope you all enjoying the class. See you tomorrow, but before we have to pray again. Okay, thanks for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Question is, the first, what is the meaning of the monetary policy? The second, give some real example in Indonesia about discount rate policy. And third, give the real example about the moral persuasion policy. And the fourth, please give the real example of the expansive policy. And the last, give the real example of contractive policy.